our first full episode. I'm Alex.
And I'm Morgan.
And we're so excited to welcome you to the weekly wind down. Today, we're going to talk about our favorite wines and our go-to wines, and really just wines that we keep on hand all the time. Morgan, do you want to tell them a little bit about your wine?
Absolutely. So the first wine, because obviously we're going to drink it while we're talking to you about it, is my go-to when I'm feeling a little fancier than maybe my Target, the collection type of wine. I usually go for Freakshow Cabernet. This is my favorite go-to wine when it's just hanging out at the house and just wanting to spend a little bit more but still not go overboard. This averages around $20 or so, give or take.
That's literally the perfect price.
You only need to spend a tiny bit more to get a huge jump from the quality of wine. So this is definitely a good go-to. Shall we open?
Yes, we shall. She's the perfect wine bottle opener.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do.
There we are. I'm pouring a full glass because while we're tasting, we're going to be drinking this entire thing.
She doesn't hold back. There is no holding back. Perfect.
I don't usually get fancy with it. I'm not one to smell the wine before or swish it around too much. You definitely want to let it breathe a bit before drinking, but in this scenario, we're just going to go ahead and give it a try.
Cheers. Cheers.
What do you think?
Oh, damn. It's so good. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. What I like about it is it's got this really powerful dark fruit notes, but also maybe an oaky, smoky oak type of note as well.
Yeah, I taste that. Ooh,
Yeah.
I also, when you said dark, I mean, really, I almost smell almost like a blackberry.
Yeah,
Does it
definitely.
blackberry in there? Yeah, I can smell it for sure.
And the other thing that's interesting is it's not very heavy on the nose, so when you first take a little sniff, you don't, sometimes with cabs I feel like it kind of hits you in the face, and with this one it's just really smooth. Now, for those of you that aren't huge red wine drinkers, I would not recommend this as a first go at red wine. This is going to be a really heavy red. Cabernets are just, they're full of oak, and like we were saying, you know, the dark fruit, which sounds really nice and it is really nice, but you're gonna think that you're putting cigar ash in your mouth or something the first time. I mean, you know, that's not what I usually get from the taste, but as a first time red wine drinker, I think that that's what would end up happening.
Yeah, I think that's a really good thing to note. We kind of just go all in on everything we do. Why would we start with anything less than a cab sauv? I mean,
yeah, we really started you guys out, you know, just going in easy with a cab.
Yeah. But I really feel like this would pair super well with some lighter cheeses, like a goat cheese maybe. Like that would be perfect. Goat cheese with like some nice pita chips and hummus.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Add some fruit on that charcuterie board too. Some of the darker fruit as well, like blueberries. To your point, tasting the blackberries is really gonna bring out the fruity flavor from this wine. That would be really good to add to this pairing as well. And we're huge on charcuterie boards, so you will be seeing those in our videos as well.
Yeah, we've already been thinking up all these new ideas of, ooh, what can we bring to our weekly wind down fam, as Morgan said a minute ago. I love the idea of bringing in some really great charcuterie boards. I love making charcuterie boards. It's one of my all-time favorite things to do. Honestly, even if you're not a big red wine drinker, I feel like this in small doses could be okay to like start dipping your toes in.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get a little bit more used to it, but maybe start with like a Pinot Noir first and then kind of move your way up. You could go to a Syrah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something of that
And
nature.
we won't just do the cab today. We've got another one of Alex's go-tos, so we are gonna switch it up. We just wanted to start with this one because it's a cab and we both love cab.
We do, we really do. I want to demyth something. Because people always think that the heavier the wine, the more likely they are to get a headache. And I recently learned that that's actually not true. So it's all about do you know what it is?
The tannins?
Yeah, that's part of it. That's part of it. No, but actually, I was reading, it was this really interesting article. I'll have to find it, link it below. It's a really interesting article about just different people have different allergic reactions to the outside of the grape. And so that is actually where a lot of those like headaches and things of that nature come from, which I was really kind of blown away by that.
Yeah, it's not tannins. What is the other one that they talk about where some people are allergic to it? And I think that that's what you're talking about.
Yeah, it is. I forgot the word.
Yes, because we got that organic one that one time.
Sulfites.
Yes, sulfites. We're experts.
We're experts. Check it out for more.
Yeah, we got one of the organic wines Alex put me onto, also not too expensive, and we got it from a super sketchy liquor store in South Fayetteville.
It's my favorite too. I love a sketchy store.
Do you want to move on to the next one?
Okay, now Morgan, do not judge me, you guys. Okay, listen.
No judgment here.
This is it's not really my favorite wine. It's not, and honestly, we probably should have started with it now that I think about it because it's lighter.
Yeah.
But as usual, we're not gonna do anything normal. Okay, Morgan, are you ready to try my pick for the day?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm super excited. Don't judge me because honestly, this isn't even necessarily my favorite wine. It's just one that I keep it in the house all the time because one, it's accessible. Two, it's cheap, honestly. Like it's 20 something bucks, which is what Freakshow is. It's just an easy drinker. It's something that I keep around just to make sure I have in case someone just stops by and they want a glass of wine.
Or if you just want to drink it by yourself on a weeknight.
I do that every night. So she's calling me out. Okay, so it's Bota Box. Yeah, that's right. We don't need a cork. You just pop off this little aluminum on the bottom and you're served.
So easy, so convenient.
I'm just gonna pour up a glass for Morgan.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And I'm gonna pour up a glass for myself.
See, I told you I didn't do the smell thing, and then I just did the smell thing first off. So here I go, just contradicting myself.
We'll just set that right there.
The good old Bota Box. Cheers.
It's reliable, you know?
It is. And I like too, I like that they offered a dry rosé as opposed to just a normal, what they would consider their rosé, because I find, I don't know how you are, but when I go for something like a Bota Box or Black Box or just something that is more volume for a lesser price, that the rosé is super sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not a sweet girl. I have a really hard time with it. So
me too.
The fact that they created the dry rosé was a really nice touch because it's drinkable for me.
Do you remember that one time that we got the Black Box? I think it's called Black Box, right?
Yeah.
It was rosé and it tasted like cat pee.
It was awful. it was so.
We're not promoting Black Box here.
Yeah. Everyone
Sorry
has their preference, but we both go for Bota over Black any day. So.
Yeah, every day. A few things that I enjoy about this in particular is, like I said, easy drinker. It, stays fresh for a while in case I, go on a random 5-day drinking spree and then decide to stop drinking for 10 days, which rarely happens, but you never know. So this is just great to keep around the house during the holidays, especially. It's just a real bang for your buck. It's about $20. I'm sure probably just about anywhere. It's equivalent to about 4 bottles of wine.
Yes, it is.
Another thing that I appreciate about it is it's eco-friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're not, it's recyclable. I recycle the outside part. Where we live, you can't recycle the inside, but I'm sure in some places you can. That's really fun. For me, another thing that I like about just a rosé in general is it can pair with just about anything.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
You could do a fish dish, you could do like spicy curry, you could do, and it's like a refreshing little, note at the end.
Definitely.
Any kind of cheese board, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Is this with any type of cheese on any type of charcuterie board is going to be, it's going to taste good. So, and it's going to repair well.
And you can fight us on that if you want, but just know that that's how we feel.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, on this one, I think the biggest thing is, to me, it's a little flowery. I taste or get notes of flowers, to me that's not sweet.
Yeah.
To me that's like, this is drier because it tastes like flowers. I don't know if everyone would agree with that either, but that's usually how I profile it.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's more floral. It doesn't have, I didn't feel like rosés ever smell good personally. I don't know why.
Almost sour or something.
Yeah, it's that. I don't think most white wines or lighter colored wines have a great smell, to be honest. That's a personal preference. I mean, I just don't really feel that they smell great, but I think they taste great. It's a great happy medium. It's an all year round drinker.
Absolutely. And everybody's into rosé right now.
Yes,
it's such a good
popular
introductory wine for maybe people who are more mixed drinks, cocktails.
Yep.
And when you're wanting to get into wine and you're wanting it to be an easy transition, a lot of people go for these rosés.
Yes. This is a great starter. So if you are new to wine, if you are watching this because you want it to be super approachable and you want to be able to go to the store, not spend a crazy insane amount of money, time looking around, this is your winner, baby. This is it.
Yeah.
This is what you need to go for. It's a nice one. And I even think that the box is great because honestly, it has, you know, consistent great taste, which is very true. I've never had a Bota Box that tasted any different, honestly. Like, I can't think of a time. It says, pairs well with everywhere. You can literally take it anywhere with you. There's no risk of breaking a bottle or anything of that nature. So yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, you know, if someone's just coming to the house and stops by and you have something, I do that every time my sisters and my cousin come into town. As soon as I know that they're gonna be coming that weekend, I get one of these bad boys because just to your point, it's consistent, it's for a good price. Everybody ends up, I mean, you've got a lot of people in your house, so they're gonna go through wine like crazy. Yeah. So having 4 bottles in one is definitely a bang for your buck.
Very true. Okay, Morgan, this has been so much fun. I love getting to know more about what wines you love, and I hope you feel the same way.
Absolutely.
Can you just like tell everybody a little bit about what our next episode's gonna look like?
Yeah, of course. For our next episode, we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into, we're gonna have more of a holiday themed episode. We're gonna pick out 4 different wines, and it's gonna be a pretty decent price range, and that's just to recommend for holiday parties, for gifts. We're gonna do whites and reds, so a little bit for everybody, and it's gonna be fun. So make sure that you come back, like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram at weeklywined.
Yes. Well, that ended abruptly. Hey guys, just Alex here. Whenever I was editing the video earlier this week, I realized that we somehow messed up during recording. Luckily, it was just towards the end and you really didn't miss much. We honestly stopped to take some photos and totally forgot to put it back on the recording setting. Hopefully we never do this again in the future. Rather than being inauthentic and trying to recreate it, or even just matching the lighting is really difficult, clearly. Rather than trying to recreate it, we just wanted to let you guys know, because honestly, we're new to this. We're gonna mess up, we're gonna make mistakes, and we'd rather just lean into it and experience this with you guys than try and make up something, and it would just feel weird to us. So here we are. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for all of the support that you guys have already given us. Honestly, when we decided to do this like 3 weeks ago, we never in a million years thought that it would be this amazing this quickly. So please do us a favor, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Drop a comment below. If there's something that you'd like us to taste test for you in the future, drop it in the comments and we'll do our best to get to it. And thank you so much for being here. We truly, truly appreciate it. We really hope to grow this community with you guys and experience all these amazing wines and bring you into it. Thank you again. See you next Thursday. Luckily, I can just go boop, boop, delete.
So follow us okay, I have to say it's Instagram. So follow us on Instagram.